It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Some confidence for Golden State with the win in their last matchup against Orlando.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Oladipo and Harris are the wings, and it's Napier in at the point guard position. Now here's Curry. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. No problem knocking that one down.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Here's Curry. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Back to Green. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Iguodala kicks to Bogut. Outside Curry. Pass to Green. Feeds to Bogut. Back to Green. It's stolen by Vucevic. Kicks it to Napier. Pass to Harris. Right at the free throw line. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Curry outside. That is good. Curry's got himself on the board with three there.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Napier passes to Oladipo. They set the pick. Harris against Iguodala. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Green against Gordon. Bogut dishes to Iguodala. And he dunks it down.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Here's Vucevic following the score by Golden State. Three-pointer. Good D by Thompson.
Not a problem. That's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Iguodala. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
Vucevic with the bucket.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Scott Skiles. Doris?
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thank you, Doris. And for Iguodala, some have said he's unselfish card to a fault.
Yeah, and you know, a great athlete and ball handler, I think he can be much more aggressive looking to attack off the dribble. He's really unique, though, a player who puts his emphasis on the defensive end and does a really good job at that end of the floor.
Now here's Curry. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. Iguodala kicks to Bogut. They double-team Curry. Dishes to Iguodala. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Here's Napier. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Now, let's see some numbers here on Steph Curry. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. Getting around 24 points per, 13 assists, and almost 2.5 steals. and he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes natural.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, Sid, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
The Warriors making a switch here. Miles is checked in. Orlando with the ball after the Warriors pick up 3. There's a good screen. Harris kicks to Vucevic. The jump hook, and he gets it to go. Vucevic has got 6 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now, here's Bogut. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Curry's shot is off. The Magic have gone 7-9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Here's Napier. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
And he gets it to go.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Here's Oladipo following the basket by Stephen Curry. It's stolen by Green. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Harris. Harris missing again. Warriors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Ezeli's checked in for Andrew Bogut. And a switcher also for Orlando. Hezonja's checked in. Picked by Vucevic. Pulls up. Another miss by Orlando.
That's not a sight you see very often. He has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open. Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And Orlando making a change here. Payton's checked in. Pass to Hezonja. In the corner, it's Harris. 5 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. And the rejection by Ezeli. They kick it out to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love. If he's on your team, he can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Looney's checked in for Johnson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Then for the Magic, Jason Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. And it's Andrew Nicholson in for Gordon. Here is Miles. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. The shot by Looney, no good. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Los Angeles.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you would see a team get that hot away from home.
Now, here's Green. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but his shot blocking was a factor as well. 3 on the game, just a major presence on the D.
Here's Payton. They trail by 6. Here's Smith. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
There's the dish to Ezeli. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Ezeli's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammates. Terrific pass.
Warriors leading by 3. The pass to Miles. Here is Livingston, covered by Payton. Ezeli kicks to Green. Inside. Rebound by Smith.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
An easy 2 points on the way up. And it's now only a 1-point Warrior lead.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And so here is Golden State. The Magic getting the bucket. They kick it out to Green. To the inside. And there's the 3-second violation. And before you now are the rookies on a roll. The hottest shooters in the last 10 games. And you look at Azania. You know what you're going to get from him day in and day out. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Harris. In shot on the way. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Some changes for Golden State. Spates comes in for Festus Ezeli, and it's Iguodala in for C.J. Miles. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Smith penetrating. That one wide left.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
On one near Iguodala as he lets it go. And the 3 off target. The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the Suns.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Here's Barbosa. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Count that one. 1:02 left here in the opening quarter. Payton drives in, and he gets it to go.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Now here is Barbosa. The shot by Spates. Nobody around. Hits the front of the rim and out. Harris outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Golden State's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Iguodala, the pass to Spates. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Spates has got his first points of the night. Payton outside. There's the feed to Harris. That's good. Harris has got 8 points. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the first. From deep, and that's not going to go.
Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Inside, it's Fry and Vucevic. Napier is out there with Oladipo. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. The shot by Curry, no good. Orlando trailing here. Gordon dishes to Napier. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. Here's Napier. He dishes it to Oladipo. In the corner, Napier with it. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Warriors shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And Thompson kicks to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his third assist on the night.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Napier passes to Oladipo. He feeds it to Vucevic. Picked by Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Napier. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And Curry, here we go. And there's Bogut on the assist by Curry. And the Warriors lead by 4. There are very few players you can call game changers on offense, but Clark, Stephen Curry is clearly one of them.
Well, the plus-minus for the Warriors with him on and off the court validates that. It's incredible how much better they are offensively when he's on the floor.
Now here's Gordon. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix. Here's Napier.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Curry, here we go. No luck. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
And Steph Curry, with his deep range and lightning quick release, really unique to our league.
Green, he's checked in for Golden State. C.J. Miles comes in for Andre Iguodala.
And speaking of Curry, guys, that quick slingshot release, really one of a kind. For most of us, a quick flick shot like that would be lucky to draw iron, but he's able to do it with pinpoint accuracy.
Magic have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And it's Gordon missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3 corners here in the second quarter so far. Curry with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Miles, that's for 2. And again, it's the Warriors missing. It's a neck-and-neck game in Golden State. Napier kicks to Vucevic. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Azili's checked in.
Festus Ezeli.
Picked by Vucevic. Pass to Napier. Now here's Vucevic. He's guarded closely. The score now all even. Vucevic has got 8 points.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And Green gets it to go.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Feeds to Vucevic. A rebound by Ezeli.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
The Magic trail by 3. Napier passes to Vucevic. Fry in the post. He's against Ezeli. No good from Fry.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss. Miles dishes to Curry. Trains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 6 in the quarter. And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Napier kicks to Oladipo. Fry passes to Gordon. Pass to Napier. Just 5 on the clock. Picked by Vucevic. Shoots. Offensive rebound. And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Orlando. And Draymond Green picks up the foul.
Pretty early to be over the limit, Kevin. You'll have to watch the fouls from here out.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight. You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
The Magic trail by 4. Oladipo dishes to Gordon. That's tipped. Now the Warriors moving it up. Thompson with the ball. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. The Warriors, #1.
The last few weeks have shown these guys that being patient with your passing can earn you some easy looks and baskets. Excellent teamwork. The more you do it, the more you're rewarded, and it becomes contagious.
Curry's checked in for Curry. Now, here's Oladipo. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Phoenix.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
It's Curry outside. Kicks to Thompson. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Magic.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Here's Napier. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Outside Gordon. Napier kicks to Dedmon. Magic moving the ball around. There's the pick. And Oladipo, here we go. Soft touch off the glass. Oladipo's got his third basket of the night right there.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pulls up on the wing, and it's good off the glass. Oladipo's got 8 points.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin. And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in this game. He has the build to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Nicholson's checked in for Frye. Tobias Harris comes in for Aaron Gordon. Isanya, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Peyton in for Napier. So it's Orlando now after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. They set the pick. Peyton passes to Nicholson. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green with the ball. Thompson misses. The Magic trail by 7. As you said about Oladipo, he has a bright future in this league after playing at Indiana, already stepping into the leader role with the Orlando Magic.
And what I like most about his game and the way he plays is that he contributes really in every facet. I'll use a baseball term. He's a 5'2". I mean, he really does a little bit of everything well, and he can make a big impact even when his shot isn't falling, be it on the glass with his passing or his defense.
Here's Thompson. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. Looney comes in for C.J. Miles. And it's Livingston in for Curry. There's Isanya. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix.
And, you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
The Magic have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Thompson. Smith checked in for Orlando.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Looney. And the rejection by Smith. Down low, Lasagna. That's in, coming off an assist from Peyton. Peyton's got 3 assists now in this one.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass. Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here.
You know, on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind, but I think he's just trying to give them a spark.
What a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. To the paint, it's tipped. Fast break, here they come. Here's Lasagna. And it's Spates with the rebound. Warriors leading by 5. Dishes it to Barbosa. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. And Orlando will come the other way. Peyton kicks to Smith. Leandro Barbosa with the rebound. The Warriors shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Passes it to Spates. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Spates has got his second basket of the night. The Magic trail by 7. To the middle. Here's Smith. It's deflected. Now the dish to Barbosa. There's the basket and making a double-digit lead. Barbosa's got 5 now.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Screen by Smith. Here's Lasagna. Misses from close range.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Here's Harris. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. No coverage that time. Nicholson's got his first 2 points. Here is Livingston, covered by Peyton. It's Iguodala with the drive. Looney with the bucket. Looney's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Stephen Curry in for Leandro Barbosa. Here's Harris. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Warriors leading by 11. Curry dishes to Livingston. They set the screen. Curry passes to Bogut. Here's Livingston. Gets to the corner and buries it. Livingston's got his first 2 points of the night. Magic shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Knocked loose. Curry with the steal. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. That's good. Looney's got 9.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The magic of shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Lavoy Allen's checked in for the Warriors. 3-on-3 from 13. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Harris.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Payton outside. Here's Vucevic, and some nice defense there to end. And so we wrap up.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 17 points, 6 and that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Curry in at point guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. The number 1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Napier. The Warriors shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Here's Bogut. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Bogut's got his second basket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Napier. He's covered by Thompson. Puts up a 3, and it's Napier missing.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
It's Iguodala with the drive. Here's Green. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And Oladipo kicks to Napier. And the pass to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Warriors leading by 13. It's Curry with the drive, and that is good. Curry's got 19 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, exactly, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He said making sharp entry feeds, getting the ball into the post, and getting points on the low block is going to be critical the rest of the way. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
Screen by Bogut. The drive by Green. Iguodala, that's a two-pointer. They kick it out to Green. On the wing, it's Iguodala. And it's Iguodala again missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
Gordon with it. Picked up by Thompson. Oladipo for three. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. Warriors leading by 10. Now here's Bogut. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Looking to get it going. And Iguodala with the layup. Iguodala's got 6.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Here's Napier. He's covered by Thompson. Oladipo outside. He kicks to Vucevic. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Warriors have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. There's the feed to Iguodala. He dishes it to Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
A moment here to see the numbers for Klay Thompson. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular, averaging 23 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
And the Warriors making a change here. Miles is checked in, and a switcher also for Orlando. Channing Frye's checked in for Vucevic. Here's Napier. He feeds it to Nicholson. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Oladipo dishes to Frye. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Oladipo. Right wing. Here's Napier. He's covered by Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside for Miles. Another 3 for Golden State.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
The Magic trail by 16. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Napier passes to Nicholson. Also, the big men in the league didn't mind drifting out and letting it fly from deep. Here are the best three-point shooters, centers, and power forwards. You look at Green. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Channing Frye.
And the value of having a big man who can do what these guys can is that they draw bigger defenders out of the paint. You have to stay with them wherever they go.
And, that opens up some wide lanes and paths to the bucket for their slashers, and they get a lot of room as a result to operate and penetrate. It's a huge benefit having a big fellow who can knock down threes.
And Orlando making a change here. As Anya's checked in, stolen by Thompson. And it's the Warriors on the break. Miles, that's for 2. It's hauled in by the Magic. Fry's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Oladipo right side. Feeds it to Napier. Here's the screen. Lets it go with a 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
And the basket by Curry.
Curry with the bucket.
Orlando with the ball. Trailing by 17. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. And that'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Thompson with it. Now defended by Oladipo. And Miles kicks to Green. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. It's a good game for a lot of guys.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Napier passes to Nicholson. Here's Azania, guarded by Green. Here's Nicholson. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Azania. They get a hand on it.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Here's Napier. He's covered by Thompson. 4 on the clock to end the run. And it's Napier missing.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
That's good. 17 points for Draymond Green. Here's Oladipo. He's got 12. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a low down there. And what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough. They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
They set the pick. The 3. And the basket by Napier. Napier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
Green dishes to Ezeli. Oladipo with the ball. He's got 14. Inside. Here's Nicholson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green. Well, he holds the reins to this team, and we're seeing some examples, guys.
And that's the kind of take-charge leadership that every team desperately needs.
And the Warriors with some changes. Allen's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Looney comes in for C.J. Miles. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Magic. Elfrid Payton comes in for Oladipo. Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Payton.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Livingston, and it's denied. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Smith checked in for Nicholson. 1:35 left here in the third quarter. It's stolen by Smith. Pushing it up. Here's Napier, and Thompson sends it back. They recover it, and Azania gets it to go.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Pass to Livingston. To the middle. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists tonight. passes it to Hazania. Here's Napier. He's covered by Thompson. Screen by Smith. Here's Napier. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Napier's got 7 points here in this quarter.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Green passes to Looney. And the rejection by Smith. And Hazania gets it to go. Hazania's got 18 points in the game. And here are the Warriors now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Livingston kicks to Green. Dishes it to Livingston. Got a hand on it. And again, Orlando running the court in transition. That's good. He's got 6.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Over in the corner, Green. They set the pick to the inside. Comes up empty off the pick. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Warriors lead by 11. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Warriors leading by 11. Okay, time now for an injury report.
Kevin, the Warriors head athletic trainer gave me an update. He said the discomfort is coming from what looks like a bruised tailbone. If he were to miss some time, it would be a very tough loss for his team down the final stretch of this season. They're hoping that doesn't happen, guys.
All right, Doris, really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there.
So on the floor for Orlando, Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Hazonia is out there with Elfrid Payton, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The shot by Curry, no good.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Payton drives in. Here's Hazania. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Livingston passes to Looney. Here's Curry. Another miss by Curry. The Magic trail by 13. Magic moving the ball around. And it's Gordon missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
And the basket by Harris.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now the pass to Looney. Kicks it to Curry. There's the screen. There's the dish to Bogut. And here's Iguodala outside. And the Warriors miss again. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. They get it again. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Tobias Harris.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound. Bogut dishes to Curry. The feed to Bogut. He kicks it to Iguodala. And here is Payton. Pass to Vucevic. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And we always talk about making your teammates better. That assist was right on target. And one thing about Nikola Vucevic, he owns the boards. Posted a top 10 double-digit average in each of the past 3 seasons. Plus, he's equally adept on both the offensive and defensive glass.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
And the basket by Gordon. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Orlando.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and also the great ability to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
It's tipped. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And now it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Well, Greg, you were talking about watching Vucevic. He doesn't have the athleticism to beat people to the ball on rebounds, but Clark, he does have an exceptional, ability to box out well. He's got that long reach. He can make steals.
Good technique, really great size, and a hunger to chase down the rebound, so you don't have to jump high to rebound effectively. As a matter of fact, Kevin, most outstanding rebounders are not high risers. They're quick jumpers, they're strong, and they pursue the pump.
That's a good point. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
The Magic trail by 11. Payton outside. Pick by Vucevic. Payton kicks to Oladipo. Vucevic setting the pick for Oladipo. A floater. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And it's the Warriors on the break. Bogut kicks to Curry. Another three for Golden State.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Thompson, he's checked in for Sean Livingston.
Klay Thompson.
Harris outside. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Vucevic, he scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Boy, they're doing a nice job, a really good job of getting second chances here. And that's a great way to cut into that lead. I mean, nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than putbacks.
Bogut kicks to Thompson. It's stolen by Vucevic. Oladipo outside. Tries from 10. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Orlando grabs the miss. And Oladipo kicks to Payton. He dishes it to Gordon. Payton against Iguodala. Pick by Vucevic. Clock at 6. Payton kicks to Oladipo. It's rebounded by Golden State. Ezeli's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Payton. They get the rebound. Warriors leading by 12. Curry passes to Ezeli. Curry with it. Now defended by Oladipo. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Thompson dishes to Bogut. The shot by Iguodala. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And the Warriors lead by 12.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them. Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
The Magic trail by 11. Oladipo outside, 16 feet away. It's hauled in by Bogut.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Azili kicks to Curry. Jacks up a three, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 38 points.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Harris outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That is his first foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Napier, he's checked in for Orlando. And so here's Orlando. It's a 14-point game, and it's Gordon missing. Outside Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th assist in this one.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Napier passes to Oladipo. Stolen by Thompson. Iguodala kicks to Green. Here's Curry. That's short off the rim. The Magic trail by 17. To halt the run, but he stays with it. Here's Vucevic. It's rebounded by Golden State. Iguodala's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Get Curry, get Curry.
Curry with it. Picked up by Harris.
Andre.
Iguodala left side. Back to Green. Golden State moving it around. Iguodala gets the bucket.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Magic shoot here in the 4th quarter, around 41%. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. There's the pick. Oladipo right side. On the wing, Harris. Green with the block. Gordon against Thompson. On the wing, Green to the paint. It's stolen by Oladipo. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. They need this one, and that's good for 2. Oladipo's got 12 points here in the second half. Warriors leading by 17. Curry attacking. He feeds it to Iguodala. No good off the back of the rim.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Set up. Shoot.
Harris outside.
Come to me.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Harris has got 8 points in the quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from 3-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
So you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Stephen Curry. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And it's Napier missing.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
And it's Harris off the drive. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
That's a confident play there. Great execution.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. It's stolen by Vucevic. Oladipo against Green. Oladipo misses. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him SHHing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player, Stephen Curry. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the... And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille...